I'm in a fair bit of pain right now, so I'm going to try and make this one a bit shorter and to the point. I guess people are starting to talk about how they want NATO to enforce a no-fly zone over Ukraine. That's not a good idea. I want to sort of explain why, and I would not expect to see this enforced. If you want a no-fly zone to be enforced, the best you're probably going to get is, just send some anti-air stuff over to Ukraine. There's also like a 16. Last I heard, sometime yesterday, like a 16,000 troop. It's a volunteer army because it's a workaround the NATO problem, because like Ukraine's not a part of NATO, nor does NATO have any defense treaties with Ukraine, so this is kind of why Vladimir Putin felt comfortable invading. Now, we know that Vladimir Putin is doing this for power. That's why he's invading Ukraine, trying to bring the glory of the Soviet Union back together. Before I continue with this, it's worth noting that in Russia, the state, the country of Russia, controls the media, they control the narrative, and they don't tell their people actually what's going on. One of the reasons, this is worth mentioning, one of the reasons that they told the Russian people that they were invading Ukraine was to stop NATO aggression and expansion. Now, what would happen if if NATO were to try to enforce a no-fly zone over Ukraine is that this would be instantly used as Russian propaganda. Look at the NATO countries. They're engaging in illegal operations and expansions in the country of Ukraine. We told you that's what they were trying to do. And then it would help stir up support from the Russian people. Which we don't want. The Russians so far, a lot of them can sense that something's not right. They think that everything is going according to plan, as far as Putin is saying. So, all that being said, given how irrational Vladimir Putin has been lately, the idea of sending NATO, I guess, aircraft to patrol the skies of Ukraine, if Vladimir Putin called the bluff and was just like, you know what, just shoot them down. Just shoot down the NATO planes. Then we have the game changes. This it could be the start of World War III, if you want to put it like that. I don't like saying that because I feel like the World War III thing is just cheap. So we'll just say that this would likely lead to a major war against the forces of NATO and Russia, because you attack one NATO member, you've attacked everybody. And with the way this has been progressing, I feel like what we would have to do is we would have to double down, send in forces to Ukraine, NATO forces to Ukraine. We would be giving Vladimir Putin the ability to choose, like, when does he want to attack? If he feels like, okay, let's do it. I don't think that anybody would think that giving Vladimir Putin the opportunity to kick off the next major war would be a good thing. I think that we need to try to avoid that and that's what NATO is going to do. I get that the images, the videos that you're seeing on TV are hard. We all feel for the Ukrainian people, at least if you've got a damn heart. But this would lead to far more catastrophe for the Ukrainian people than is already going on right now. It is not a good idea.